What's up, everyone? DKRACK here. What's up, guys? I'm going to be doing a reaction to 6 strangest websites on the internet by the channel Chilling Scares. Like always, guys, I'll have a link to original video down below. Let's not waste any time. Let's check it out. Strangest websites on the internet.
Beautyandchaos.com.
Beauty and Chaos?
Beautyandchaos.com is a website that was created back in 2003. The text on the landing page reads, "There can be great beauty in chaos." And after
What the
clicking
hell
the
does
link,
that
you'll be
mean?
taken down an endless rabbit hole of seemingly randomly generated pages. Some of the pages
I am pain. What the frick does that mean?
look normal enough, but others contain mysterious images and strange dark messages. What makes this website so unusual is that every time a page is refreshed, a different version of the same page appears. In other words, no two website visits are exactly the same, and many people have reported that the deeper you go into the site, the stranger each page becomes.
That's bizarre.
If you click on enough links, you'll most likely end up on a page with an unsettling message that links to even more pages on the site. Like this one, for example, with an odd paragraph addressing the reader as little baby.
Hello, little baby. What?
There seems to be some bigger specific narrative to the page order, but I couldn't really make sense of it. At first, it looks like every link leads to a page that shares a common word with the previous one, but eventually the order of the pages seems to become random. Disturbingly, some of the links opened pop-ups and prompted downloads that my computer instantly blocked. I didn't see what these downloads were, and I wouldn't recommend trying it.
Yeah, I don't know what those downloads were, but I have a feeling it was probably nothing good.
This was one of the creepiest pages I found, which alternated between a series of chilling messages like, "Life is simply a tangent on the way to death," and "You're already dead."
Oh, God.
After clicking around on the website for a while, I noticed a small link in the bottom right-hand corner with the name Paul Grimkowski. The link leads to a blog with an introduction and an explanation for some of the website's features. According to the blog, Paul Grimkowski is an engineer at IBM and a web developer that created Beautyandchaos.com as a way to willingly defy internet conventions. It says it does this by exploring the results that can emerge when a collection of images, words, sounds, puzzles, and thoughts are allowed to roam free on the internet. There's also multiple links on the blog that lead to some of the artist's other websites, but they all eventually end up looping back to Beautyandchaos.com. At first, the blog seems to clear up a lot of questions.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be visiting this website. It seems very strange.
One question that isn't answered on the blog is, if all the pages are randomly generated, why are there so many pages with dark, creepy messages about death, pain, and desperate cries for help throughout the website?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Enrix.angelfire.com. Although Enrix.angelfire.com was taken down back in 2018, many theories regarding the
Why was it taken down? That's a good question. Why was the website taken down?
meaning of the site are still surfacing today. The homepage showed a picture of a woman in a doctor's coat next to a description of a disease called Enrix. According to the explanation translated into English, Enrix and Gomek syndrome are diseases that stem from a genetic mutation in glandular tissue cells. The strange thing about this website is that Enrix and Gomek syndrome don't actually exist, which has made a lot of people wonder about the real purpose of the site.
They don't
exist, At the bottom of the page,
like a
there's
fake
a series
disease?
of numbers that look like coordinates, which correspond to a street in Ontario, Canada right next to a church. But there doesn't appear to be a connection between the website and the location. Eventually, people started noticing that there was a lot more to this page. For example, if you click on the picture of the woman, her face starts to get distorted. With every click, her face starts to take on a more disturbing appearance, and the text becomes corrupted until it's pretty much illegible.
What
After
the
clicking
hell?
on the image 5 times, a page with a picture of a smiley face comes up. An eerie, distorted message on the left reads, "Please wake up, and thank you for visiting our website." On the site's navigation bar, there's a tab called
Please wake up. What the hell does that mean?
Enrix that leads to an image of a blue key next to some corrupted text. Clicking on the key loops the user back to the home page, but there's another link at the bottom of the page that reads bypass login.
What?
The link leads to another page with a hidden message in the corrupted text that reads, "The dream is over, Tyler." Strangely, there's no other reference to this Tyler in any of the other pages on the site.
Who's Tyler?
But the page gets even stranger. Below the message, there's a series of numbers which again look like coordinates. After searching on Google Maps, I found that the coordinates correspond to a seemingly random location at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. People have tried to make sense of this, but haven't really found a clear connection between the diseases, coordinates, and the creepy messages.
This is a weird mystery.
What's most disturbing about this page is the chilling video in the middle of the screen, which shows a distorted image of a woman reciting a series of 3-digit numbers. I later found out that the numbers can be decoded using a table from the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. When translated to letters, the message spells "Evident Agenda." Many people have reported that the video was taken from an alternate reality game for the TV show Lost.
Oh,
Once
Lost.
again, there seems to be no solid connection between the show and the rest of the page. The last tab on the site's navigation bar is the contact page. The link leads to an explanation of internet browsers, and on the left there's a link that says Contact Administrator. If you click on the link, it takes you back to the home page, but as you might have guessed, there's something hidden in the link. After inspecting the link's source code, one person found a line in the code that reads, "Mail to Tyler."
Who's Tyler?
Some people have speculated that this is the same Tyler from the message in the login page, but there's no real evidence to confirm this. NRIX is a website that has caused a lot of speculation since its creation back in 2011, and people continue to discover hidden messages in the site to this day. Unfortunately, nobody really knows what any of them mean. One Reddit user—
This is very weird. I mean, this really fits in with the title of the video, the 6 strangest websites. This NRIX website is definitely strange. That's a good way to put it.
Did a reverse image search on the picture of the doctor on the homepage and found that she's actually a prosthodontist from a random dental clinic in Bangkok, Thailand. Strangely, there doesn't seem to be a particular reason why her image was chosen. Another user
probably just a random image.
The description on the homepage clearly didn't speak Thai and said that it's likely that the text was first written in English and then translated to Thai. It's unknown whether this is true.
Google Translator or something.
Found that if you click repeatedly on the blue key, it leads to a 634-page PDF in Thai about a mental health clinic that doesn't actually exist.
What?
I wasn't able to find it myself, but apparently the PDF belongs to an organization called the Department of Mental Health in Thailand.
That's freaking
weird. The connection between this organization and the fake diseases is still unclear. While researching the websites in this video, I often notice many of them asking me to create an account or give them some of my personal information. South 32.
I think that was just an ad or something. South 32? What the hell is that?
.com. South32.com is a website for a so-called international film production company of the same name.
Oh gosh.
Upon visiting the site, the disorganized layout and badly written description immediately come off as strange, but I wouldn't really describe the page as creepy, just a bit off-putting. The landing page is crammed with accusations directed toward 2 men named Graham Kerr and Andrew Mackenzie, claiming that the 2 men broke trademark by creating a phony spin-off company using the same name, South32, which supposedly belonged to a well-established brand already.
What?
According to the text, this destroyed the online visibility of South32.com. Throughout the site, there's also multiple mentions of a movie called South32, which is a real murder mystery movie.
Never heard of that movie before. South 32. Never heard of it.
That was released in 2016. From my research, the writer for this low-budget movie is a man named Luigi Bion, which interestingly is also the name of the real CEO of the South 32 company, according to the information on the website. If you search for Luigi Bion online, you'll find suspicious news articles and videos of people praising his work and achievements, but the videos seem acted and obviously scripted. It was later found that Luigi Bion is not a real man, but a fake name used by
not a real
man.
man.
Yom Tobian
the
heck?
What?
In one of the most notorious domain squatting schemes of the century. It's estimated that Saeed bought almost 80,000 domain names, almost identical to the names of other large organizations, and used them to redirect to South32.com.
Wow.
For example, he owns USAArmy.org, and upon entering it into Google, will redirect you to South32.com. Once he bought the domain names, he was known to upload cryptic messages and disturbing text and images.
So this guy just bought tons of domain names just to to redirect and link people back to his website, South32. That's a little fishy.
To the site under the other company.
That's weird.
This would eventually force the companies to either sue or buy the domain name at an inflated price, which is exactly what he tried to do with South32, a multi-million-dollar mining company based in Australia.
Oh.
The mining company refused to buy South32.com and instead used the domain name South32.net. 1 year later, Yom Tobian released his film and used the same name for it. Allegedly, he did this to have legal justification for owning that domain name and avoid getting sued.
Jeez.
But if you search for Saeed Yom Tobian online, you'll find that several companies such as Fox Group, Playboy, and Bank of America have already sued him and won. Considering how expensive it is to maintain 80,000 websites, which can easily cost hundreds of thousands of dollars annually, it's hard to know why Saeed Yom Tobian would do something like this. Some people have suggested that it might not actually be just him behind all of this, and that the cryptic messages hidden in some of the sites leading to South32.com might be encoded instructions for the transporters of an international ring of people trafficking others. Other theories suggest that it's all a massive marketing ploy for the South32 movie, but it wouldn't really make any sense to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to promote an unknown, low-budget movie that was released 7 years ago. For almost 10 years, people have tried to make sense of South32.com, but haven't really ever gotten a solid answer.
Damn. Gandalf?
Gandalf.com.
From Lord of the Rings?
Gandalf.com is a website with a single image of a painting of a creepy woman at the end of a long wooden hallway on the homepage. After clicking on the image once, a message pops up that reads, "Gandalf is busy, please go away." If you click on the image again, it brings up the link to an email address.
I only think of when I hear Gandalf, I just think of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd. Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, some of the best movies ever made, in my opinion. I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Good old Gandalf.
Yes. Some Reddit users have reported sending emails to that address to ask the website owner about the website's purpose, but nobody has ever gotten a response back. Using the Wayback Machine, I was able to see some of the previous versions of the site. From my research,
1998?
the first capture of the site's current version dates all the way back to October of 2000.
Or 2000,
apparently, the domain has been active since 1998 and used to belong to Mitel, a Canadian telecommunications company. But the domain was later bought by the current website owner, and the site has stayed exactly the same for almost 23 years. Usually, random sites like these tend to get taken down after the owner stops paying for the domain name. But as I said before, the site has been up for almost 23 years. It's unclear why someone would pay to keep a website like this up for so long and never respond to the emails that users send to the listed address. Many people—
Yeah, who's the owner of Gandalf.com? For 23 years it's been active? Jeez.
Think that the website owner only bought the domain name in the hopes of selling it to the trademark owner at a higher price, which was very common in the early days of the internet. This is obviously illegal, but the fact that the site went up after it was announced that the Lord of the Rings saga would be turned into movies makes this a plausible theory.
Yep,
it hasn't been
Gandalf.
confirmed whether this is actually the case. 973EHTNAMUH973.com.
What?
This is a much more disturbing and complex website.
That's a mouthful.
The website's name is actually the words "the human" spelled backward, and upon visiting it, you'll be met with this upside-down triangle showing one letter being removed from the word
backwards.
abracadabra in each line. The first couple of pages on the site are a little strange, but not exactly creepy. But as you go deeper into the site and start to navigate the links hidden in each page, the more unsettling the images and text become. With over 100,000 active pages on the site and very little explanation for each one, it's almost impossible to know exactly what the purpose of this site is. There seems to be pages upon pages of mathematical equations revolving around the number 9, as well as obscure references to the Bible, Hinduism, Egyptian mythology, and occult spirituality. The equations, which are sometimes expressed in mysterious images and number grids, seem to be some sort of complex mathematical proof, but with so many pages, it would have been impossible for me to make sense of them all. After a while, I came across a link that led me to the website's public forum. This is where it gets a bit disturbing. Some of the language the site members use on the forum is pretty cryptic, just like the rest of the site, and there's a lot of posts by users thanking a man named David Dennison for enlightening them and setting them free.
Who's David
I later found out that David Dennison was a British surrealist artist who was obsessed with numerology and the occult. He was the owner of the website, and although David has been dead for 9 years, the website has continued to be updated, and the forum is still very much active. The mysterious artwork scattered throughout the site were all painted by him.
That is some weird
artwork. To see a clear
artwork.
connection between his art and the equations and the religious references I found throughout the site. The most disturbing message I found on the forum was posted recently by a user named White Rabbit, who claims to have had an epiphany after solving the site's complex numerical puzzles after 5 years of studying the website.
5 years? He solved it?
I'll be frank, I spent at least 5 years studying this website and spent a lot of hours to guide myself through this maze. I can tell you the results, but it is dangerous, and there is a side effect that affected me in a strange way. David Dennison, the creator of this site, was more than just a mathematician, linguistics, artist, and occultist, but someone that is very, very versed in alchemy. This site was a puzzle, a maze, with a series of dead ends and
David
one path to navigate through it.
Was a genius.
Yet the ironic part of it is one of those puzzles where you start at the beginning only to end up at the beginning. The only exception is that you have the key to the puzzle, which was right in front of you the whole time, and it makes perfect sense. I won't post the result here only because it works too well. I am happy to answer any questions and pertains to this site, but if you want to know the answer, I will not be accountable for any side effects that come after.
Side effects?
Tiffany seeks the devoted. Not a lot is known about this site.
What do you mean, side effects?
Many people have claimed that the forums are used as a way to recruit people into a cult, which some of the forum's users have confirmed. If you choose to visit this site, be careful not to give away any personal information on the forums. I wouldn't recommend registering as a member either, but make sure not to use a login and password that you use for other sites if you do.
I don't plan on visiting any of these websites.
ObsidianSnow.net. ObsidianSnow.net is a website that was created in 2014. The site is linked to another strange website that has received a lot of attention in online communities called Hecate.net. The homepage is pretty much just a black background and a triangle made up of 6
These websites
circles.
Are so strange.
When I clicked on one of the circles, it led me to a page with dozens of links to other oddly named pages, and I ended up on a PDF of what seems to be some sort of graphic novel. Some of the other pages contain symbols that downloaded various types of files to my computer after I clicked them.
No.
Although most of these files were password protected, many people have been able to access some of them and have reported finding disturbing images of human skulls, sound files with creepy noises, and random videos with no apparent meaning hidden in the files.
I don't want anything
seem to be a solid
randomly downloaded to my computer.
Some people think that there's a hidden message in some of the puzzles. It's unclear whether this is actually the case, but the amount of attention this site has received over the years suggests that there might be more to this website than meets the eye. One of the links I clicked led me to a page with images of bingo cards with Spanish names.
Bingo
After
cards?
On the image of the spider, animations of ants and spiders
little
started crawling
kids'
across
cartoons.
It appeared to be some sort of game, but I couldn't really figure out what the page was for because the PDFs were password protected. From what I was able to see, ObsidianSnow.net is a collection of pages featuring cryptic puzzles and downloadable files containing everything from diary entries, random stories, cryptic poems, ritual instructions, strange drawings, and unsettling videos and images. It's unclear whether ObsidianSnow.net is just a puzzle website made for entertainment, or if there's something more disturbing going on.
Very bizarre. Hey guys, I don't have much to say about this video here. 6 strangest websites on the internet. Again, this was by the channel Chilling Scares. If you guys have a video you want me to react to, just leave a comment down below. I'm always looking for new reaction video ideas. But again, go subscribe to Chilling Scares. I'll have a link to this video, the original video, down below in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.